Hey guys, Rachel Grabenhofer here, back again with this week's Consumer Pulse. I was out last week for Thanksgiving, so for those of you who celebrated, I hope you had a lovely holiday. But I'm back again with the Consumer Pulse Report, where we look at the top headlines that people are searching on, or even some of the top trends in cosmetics and skincare. Also, some of the top headlines from cosmetics and toiletries in the last week. So, to kind of jump right in, under exploding topics, under the last 2 years, this brand Inoki Bathhouse has increased over 6,000% in searches. You can see it was kind of up and down, but it's peaked again around September, it appears. This is interesting. It's a brand that's sort of a luxury spa grade experience. They offer tea bath blends for like bathing in relaxation experience, sort of this wellness concept tie in with beauty and wellness and healthcare. So I think it's interesting that that is gone, that has spiked in terms of interest. Here's a little bit from the brand website. You could see it kind of turns your bath into a ritual. To rejuvenate, restore yourself. It actually uses botanicals to melt away stress and tension. But so I think that really is tight with our the trends we're seeing in our industry for wellness and beauty and how they tie so closely together. So that's the first one. Also, under exploding topics, AI perfume is up again. It's been growing for many years. It's not entirely new. You could see this is up over 2,000% in the last 2 years. But as you might expect, this relates to using AI to kind of nail down what it is that the consumer wants from a personalization standpoint or just preference, but to get, kind of, it's a way that actually ties in online purchasing of fragrance. So you don't have to have the in-store experience. So they kind of quiz the user to find out what it is that they want in a fragrance, and they build it. And then P&G actually did this. I don't know. They launched a tool about 3 years ago, but with Moodify, I think it was. But then actually really recently, I think it was this week, Estee Lauder Companies announced its Jo Malone brand launched an AI scent advisor as well. And this one says it's backed by tech giant Google's Gemini and Google Cloud's Vertex AI platform. So maybe check that out. I'm sure it's interesting. I think these are just getting smarter and smarter about the way that they're trying to nail it when it comes to what a consumer wants in their fragrance experience. So that's that. Under Google Trends this week, I took a look. This is also within the past 7 days. Under beauty and fitness, I looked at makeup particularly. You could see up 130% is this Lass skincare brand. So I dug into Lass Skincare. This is a South African company based, and I'm going to say it wrong, but Kia Sands, that really is focused on natural skincare products. If you dig into the site a little bit deeper, I saw that it really is focused on different skincare issues like hyperpigmentation. So here's like a lemon brightening face wash. Also different, spots and blemishes, breakouts, things like that. So, but they're all based on natural ingredients. You could see all of these are listed as new. So I looked, I think it's about a 5-year-old company, but these are all listed as new products. So might be worth checking out. But so that is growing in interest from a consumer standpoint. Also back to the Google Trends here, OYO Skincare is up 90%. So I had to dig into that one just because I wasn't familiar with it. So this is an intimate skincare brand. It's really focused on like the bikini area and how when you shave, you get a lot of bumps. So how do you kind of prevent the ingrown bumps and irritations? Apparently, two sisters launched this brand, and they have some different products. This is actually an interesting hair removal Bye Bye Bush product that is gentle on the skin, but it helps to remove the hair. I think I dug into the ingredients a little here. This thioglycolic acid, I think, is probably one of the key ingredients for hair removal. But so it's really focused on being gentle and intimate care. I think it's also kind of tied into wellness, intimate vibe too. So I think that that's kind of interesting. Our goal is to help women feel confident in their own body, etc. So that is growing in interest as well. And then for also a Google Trends here, I don't have any specific news headlines, but best skincare for oily skin is 80%, which is interesting to me because at least in the northern hemisphere right now, we're in like almost the winter months. We have snow outside in Chicago, so it's definitely feeling like winter. But usually skin feels drier then, so I don't know if people are cranking up their heat and getting sweaty or what it is. But oily skin is of concern right now. So that is it for trends this week. A few headlines from cosmetics and toiletries. I don't know if I can't even me to say it, cosmetics and toiletries, the FDA withdrew a rule on testing for asbestos. Now, I dug a little bit further into our report here, and it really is focused on how the definitions of what constitutes asbestos, to include osmosite, chrysotile. I probably should have practiced those terms, but here, in terms of all these different ingredients and how that is not the same across different agencies. So it looks like they want to finalize what that agreement is to kind of harmonize it before they move on with asbestos testing, which probably makes sense because you need to know what you're testing for. And then we had featuring this week Dr. Marc DeMole's Read the Label product. He reviews the Louis Vuitton LV Rouge Satin Lipstick, which retails, I think, for $160. But it has some really rich ingredients in it. So he kind of looks at what the ingredients are and talks about, not only that, but also how it has a refillable lipstick bullet or inner container to kind of make that more a cheaper purchase that's more accessible for people that don't want to buy into the luxury price market, but who want it. So I think that is it for this week. I want to thank you all for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you again next week. And the week after, hopefully I'll see you at the New York meeting for the annual SEC. So thank you again for joining me. Have a great weekend.